Hi, this is Dan from Toolsey, and today I'm going to do a brief overview of the web dashboard for Toolsey and also the mobile app. Before I do that, I'm just going to do a very quick overview of what Toolsey does. We're a lead management platform, primarily in the home services market. We first aggregate leads from multiple providers. Then we assign those leads down to an individual salesperson through an automation process. We then communicate through another automation process through email and text, and then track the leads to a yes or no, and then ultimately move those leads on to the CRM. We are very much at the tip of the spear of the sales process, and we're all about speed to lead and increasing conversion. So as we get into this dashboard, we'll just start with the web dashboard first. At the very beginning, what you're going to see is every single lead listed in the system for the particular company. From the dashboard, there's quite a bit of functionality. You can also see the sourcing for every lead and where it's coming from. You can see here Angie, Google, Calendly, Modernize, Call-in. So whatever the lead is, and the company can customize this. Also, you're going to be able to see an aerial view of the property. And we have a partnership with Eagle View, so you're able to actually order measurements. In this case, if you're a roofing company, you can be able to order measurements directly from there. You can track the statuses here. You can look at appointment calendars, items being set, contracts amounts when it's contracted, photos for the area, and then there's a lot of other things, including forms, inspection reports, and other things you can do right from here. So it's pretty robust from a dashboard standpoint. If you scroll down, you can see the lead rotation based on team that's going on, the conversion and the conversion ratio, and the dollar amounts generated, and then also activity in the system, and some really brief summary company information. When you go beyond the dashboard, you look at the mapping of a lead. You can actually see a visual of a map of where a lead's at, and then when you click on that, you can even zoom in directly to that particular property and see that property. And then you also can filter by status, team, source, priority status, a number of different things, and be able to look at that in different ways. But this is very helpful, especially if you're looking at doing some follow-on marketing or where you're actually getting your deals from. It can be helpful to be able to visually see that. The sales team allows you to add salespeople, also pause and activate salespeople in rotation. And then you also can tie to their Google calendars as well from here. So there's a lot of good information. There's sales performance reports for each salesperson if you pull that up. On the calendar, it's a unified calendar with everything on it from all the different salespeople and what's going on there. We're in a test account right now. The other thing about the calendar is you can actually, like I said before, you can tie that to the Google Calendar, so you can do a quick integration on that. On the report side, there's a number of different reports all around the leads and lead conversion, what you're spending on leads for different categories, different sources, also performance, also why you may have lost a sale, and individual sales performances. So there's a lot of different things here on the report side. On the template side, these are email and text templates, and we have a whole communication module here where you can actually create new templates and trigger those on status. But there also are set system templates that help you send out automatically when a new lead's assigned to both the salesperson, and then send a welcome email to the prospect. And then there also are text messages as well. So all this is fully customizable and available to the user. The lead archive, I'll kind of skip over that because it's pretty straightforward. It's just going to be where the leads go to. And really one of the big things is if you do move this on ultimately to a CRM, you're able to keep all the bad leads out of the CRM and just be able to archive them here, to rehash them, to remarket to them, and to resell them potentially. So you do keep them here, and it can be effective to kind of go back in and rework those. On the form side, we have a full forms module where you can actually create forms from scratch. Here's some created forms, but if you go into create a form, and then you go in here and actually start to set up fields. There's a number of different fields, and you can actually customize and build a digital form in here. So, and then if we're just going to abandon this here, and then you can look at submissions and admin forms, and inspection reports are also forms where you can add photos for like a site inspection. On the settings side, there's lots of customization you can do both in terms of status, which is your sales funnel, and then also in terms of just a number of different drop downs within the system, like for example, source values. We also have this ability to do a priority flag that will actually start to color code if a lead's not being worked, which is really helpful to identify that, and you can search by that as well. So that's really helpful. So settings provides a lot of different things there as far as system values. You can make adjustments to the dashboard layout. You can put lead alerts on, which actually notifies management of different activities. Lead rotation profile is the actual algorithm profiles of how leads are assigned, and you can choose the one that's most appropriate for your business. Doing this one happens to be based on distance, so the lead is assigned to the closest team member or person from a distance standpoint. And so you also have this linked accounts, which is all your integrations, and then from the integration side, you can set up when you move it on to the CRM through a trigger status based upon status. And so there's a number of different integrations that are available there. Roles and permissions are basically where you manage all your passwords and all your other activities for your entire team, both salespeople and admin. Automated reports or just automated management reports can be sent out and based on the distribution that's set up here. And the inspection form is a customization special form that's used just for inspections and has some unique features that you can be able to customize here. And then on the account side, you're really just talking about just basic account information and some of the customization as far as your account. Time zone, when does a lead get archived automatically, and that type of thing. So there's quite a bit of information there. To go back quickly to the dashboard before we kind of wrap this whole thing up, there is a lot of ways to be able to filter the information and to be able to kind of print it or import it or export it. So a lot of functionality and available to do a number of things right from the dashboard. And so this is a quick brief overview of the website dashboard. And now we're going to go into the app. Okay, what we're going to do now as we go through the app is just look at this initial home screen, which has every lead listed in a card. It's really helpful to the most recent. There's quite a bit of things you can do from here. If you tap on the name, you're actually going to see the detail of the lead. It's going to give you all the information. Also, if you happen to tap on the email address, you're going to open up a dialog to send an email. If you tap on the address, you're going to see an aerial of the property. If you tap on the phone, obviously you're going to be able to dial the phone. You also, on the statuses, you'll be able to update all the statuses on the fly, which is really handy. And then the other thing you can do is you kind of move over here. You can take a photo directly with the Toolsey app and be able to do that. You also, toward the bottom here, are able to add notes or look at documents. If you look at the menu for the individual lead, you can create an inspection report right from the lead, which is really helpful. You can go right through the process here of completing an inspection report, adding photos, and completely sending it right from the mobile app. Very, very handy. You also can do the same thing with forms, and it has a whole list of all the forms. And then also there's a document section. You can scan to PDF for any paper documents. Say if you're in the field, you can keep track of all your photos, you can archive, and then of course you can delete a lead. So there's kind of a lot of lead information right there. If you get into the actual menu itself, you can easily add a lead. There's a quick add. You can actually filter your results and be able to hit the filter, and you can do that on a number of different things. And you can also save these filters, so it's easy to just do a one tap to get back to the filter. On the settings side, there's a number of different features, from video tutorials to being able to ask a question. You can copy your photos to a camera roll. You can archive leads, and just a number of other features you can do right from there. And then if we go back to the archive, you can actually, let's just get back here to this. If we go to admin forms, these might be, say, for example, a commission report or some other internal report or form. You can create these forms, publish these forms, and they would be available there. And then there also is the master calendar to be able to look at everything. So incredibly robust mobile app that allows you to do quite a bit. and everything's right at your fingertips. So when a new lead comes out, it's going to come out via text and email, but it's also going to be added to the app immediately. And so everything is right here and available. And this app is available both in iOS and Android. Thank you.